The P38, basically, the last couple of days just been sub-assembling, and got the basically the main wing, and then I worked on the booms last couple of days, and I was just taking clips here and basically sub-assembling, just getting a good tight fit, and pretty much got it all assembled. I got the landing gear on, landing gear door bays, and just pretty much all assembled. Got the chin gun mounted. I got the machine guns in there, and now basically all I got to do next is, as you can see, kit. I know the kit comes out in the 60s. It just doesn't fit in some areas, especially right through here. It's just uneven. I tried my darndest to get it to fit, but it's secured on, so I'll just have to put some putty and sand that. And then I got to sand the booms here, if you can see the fuselage, and especially on the bottom. And then a little bit on the sides here, which I'm probably going to sand just a very little, and probably do a little tulip on some of the door bays there, just to because it doesn't really fit. And it's one of them kits, especially 60 style kits, where the doors are supposed to open, and that's really the way you really should build it. But I like them closed, so you're going to have a little bit of fit problems. And I'm going to leave the little tail sitting device there, so we won't have a tail sitter, so we are good to go. I just got a couple more little sub-assemblies to do. I got to add a little bit something in the back here for the cockpit, because we're going to do the basically fighter version, because we are going to build the little Buckaroo. That's the one we're going to do. I guess it's supposed to be a J, and we're going to pretend it is, because I don't know if it's I don't know if the kit's an A, B, C, F, D, E, G version, so we'll just go with, we'll just say it's J and move on. But anyway, the little Buckaroo, and I forgot whose decals these are. Someone's. Anyway, we'll more on that later. But anyway, I wanted to show everyone the instructions. It's pretty self-explanatory when you build them, and I know this kit came out in the 60s. And that's not an issue. It doesn't fit. That's not an issue at all. My complaint with kits is when you have to build 3 different versions. I mean, you got parts to do 3 different versions out of one kit, which is, it's cool and all, but I think for beginner modelers, I think that's confusing. And even I have to keep going back and forth, because when you start building the kit, then you get to the A, you get to the Night Fighter version. And then here you can either put the Night Fighter version, or excuse me, the Pathfinder or the Fighter Bomber version. It's just so, and you really, and even I do it. Even sometimes you just don't see those parts, and you're like, start gluing on parts, and you really shouldn't glue on parts that should be on there. And then and then here, it shows you the cutout for the Night Fighter version, but you don't need to do it for the Fighter Bomber version. It's just crazy. But anyway, that's just one of my little kind of complaints on the instructions. I think it should be just whatever it is. Say a fighter version, build it as a fighter version, and if you want to build the Pathfinder or the Night Fighter, then this should be researched and do it on your own as a modeler. But anyway, that's just a little pet peeve of mine. But it's no big deal. I mean, it ain't really a killer once you examine the instructions, which I always tell everyone, study the instructions first. But anyway, the P38 is coming along, so hopefully we'll get a little bit more sub-assembly. I kind of want to get the cockpit finished and painted, and put a couple washes on, and then get the canopy on. That way I won't have to worry about any dust or anything that comes out on that. But anyway, that's where I stand on it. Going to start the Scarlet Viper, which I can't show everything I do because it's going to be in print, but I can show a little bit of it. I'm going to probably start that either tomorrow. If not, it'll be next week, because I was adding my material here, and I added the green one. I've already done the white one, and I got a black one I'm going to do. I got to cut it today. But anyway, you pull it down like so, and if you can see, you'll have a seamless back. And even with the green, I can do movies. I was going to do from the length of the thing, which is about it's about about 4 feet on the workbench, but I just didn't want to do, I didn't want too much on here, and I didn't want to just have the whole length. I wanted something because most everything is not that big when you do photograph. So 2 foot should work out just fine. But anyway, I'm putting up my so-called professional backdrop, and I'm trying to, before I start this, I got my tripod, and I got another camera coming that's just strictly to take pictures, and I want to do it right the first time, since I'm going to have to probably do a lot of picture taking. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do on that. So I'm kind of doing a simile on the backdrops while the P38 dries. But anyway, next week, or next weekend, I will be at the Tulsa Modelers Forum contest and show. It's an IPMS chapter. They put on a very great show. It's I think one of the last of the old school shows, where model shows, where they actually just encompass all kinds of models, everything, tanks, planes, ships, boats, figures, everything like that. But anyway, I will be there on Saturday, so the model building may be a little light on the weekend, but I'll try to do some stuff during the week just to keep stayed up to date on the building, so it won't be bogged down. But anyway, I will do a video on that to show everyone how the contests are basically the same, but they are different as well. But anyway, that is what I have got going on today. I'll be that at next weekend. I'm going to get ready to start the Scarlet, hanging some backdrops for the workbench, and we continue on the P38, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.